Welcome back, fam, and we're back for another episode of W.H.O.L.E. Yes, we are walking and talking through this stuff, you guys. It has just been so exciting to see the response that I've been getting. I've actually reached and exceeded 100 subscribers. Thank you, Holy Rollers. Holy Rollers, it's because of you. At this point, I appreciate you so very much. And those of you who are first-time viewers, thank you for joining us for another episode. I'm hoping that you will enjoy the things that I'm talking about, but not only just enjoy them, but you are really garnering some good information that can really change your life or put you in a place where you can move in a place that you maybe never considered before. So thank you for joining me. Let me say also, I do have my life coach certification. So those of you who would love to connect with me to talk you through your journey, I don't claim to be an expert or know things, but I would love to just thought partner with you to help you walk through whatever place you're in your life. So reach out to me at O2BeWhole, that's OHBETOWHOLE @gmail.com. And I would love to talk to you further about, walking you through wherever you are. So now we're at the second part of the L in whole. We know that the W stands for welcome growth. The H stands for heal from your trauma. The O stands for optimize every opportunity that's for you. The first part of the L stands for love yourself. Now we're going to address the second part of that L is lean into your passions, leaning into your talents and your gifts. Yeah, so what am I talking about when I say lean into your passions? I'm really wanting to push you to really think about, what are you good at? What do you enjoy? What brings you joy? What gives you energy when you do it or when you talk about it? And knowing your talents and gifts and your passions, there's an automatic progression to that. So, and the automatic progression leads you to your God-given purpose. So let me explain what I'm talking about. And these are my thoughts. This is not anything I've looked up, but just things that I feel like I have understanding around. So one, let's talk about a talent, because a lot of times talent, gifts, passions, those words are used synonymously, and they are similar. They're very similar, but I think there are a couple of distinct differences between those words. Let's talk about talent. So I believe that talent is something that you're able to do and you do it well, but it doesn't necessarily bring you joy. You just, have an innate ability, to do something, okay? Then when we talk about a gift, when I think of a gift, I'm thinking something that you're really good at, similar to a talent, but there is an anointing on it, and it's something that you enjoy doing, okay? But even though you are good at it and you enjoy doing it, you probably may not do it without some form of compensation, okay? So that could possibly be what your gifting is. Now, the third level is passion, okay? This is the place where you don't necessarily need money for it. I mean, you get excited about it. You are great at it. It brings you energy. It's something that you can't imagine your life not being able to do it. To me, that's kind of where you figure out what your true passion is when those emotions emote from your life of joy, happiness, excitement. You're just passionate about it, So that's the difference between those three different things to me. So to make this thing a little more personal, I feel like for me, I'm talented in a lot of things. I'm gifted in several things, but I think when you get to the point of passion, that is the highest point of walking in your purpose. So for me, things that I'm passionate about is singing. I really, really love to sing. And I'm not saying I'm the greatest singer in the world or anything of that sort, but I do know that God has anointed my voice. And I would sing for free, which I have done for many years, honey. I done sang at a plenty of funerals, weddings, events, whatever, free of charge. Okay. It wasn't even offered to me, but it's okay because that's something that I'm passionate about. It's something that brings me joy. I really love to do it. Another thing is I'm passionate about helping people, about encouraging people, exhorting people to their, to the point of wanting to see them at their best. Anybody who's been around me for any length of time know that I'm usually going to be the one that's going to find the positive side of things, because, I don't like I can't be around a lot of negativity anyway, but I'm just saying, I have canceled people for free, and not that I'm not saying I'm some licensed therapist and I got all the answers, all of that. No, but I enjoy talking to people about their life and being able to encourage them into their best. That's something that I enjoy doing, and I am passionate about it. That's why really I'm on this YouTube page and channel now, because this is something that I really am passionate about. So I ask you, what's your secret sauce? What's your secret sauce? What's an area that, people may or may not know that you're really good at and that you enjoy and it brings you life when you do it? Have you really explored, those things that you may really be good at? God created everybody with at least one gift. Okay, you got at least one. Most people have multiple gifts. You may have 5, 6, 7, some may even have 10, but everybody has been given at least one. And for that one, have you truly thought about and considered, what is it that I'm good at? What is it that I enjoy doing, that really brings me life, that really brings me purpose and enjoyment, and passion? And as I said, just that drive, it makes you, you're not thinking about the money that could come with it, because one thing about when you're working in your passion, it's going to get monetized at some point. Now, you may never get filthy rich from it, but or you may not even get extremely wealthy or anything like that, but somebody is going to notice your gift, and somebody's going to be willing to pay you for your gift and for your passion, the thing that you are passionate about. And I will say, just, even thinking about the money side of it, don't chase money, because if you're chasing money, it's really not your passion. Okay, you're leaning into greed. You're leaning into consuming things upon your own lust. You're leaning into the wrong thing. I'm asking you, I'm challenging you to lean into the thing that brings you passion, whether you get paid or not. That God, Lord, you put me on this earth to do this here. Okay. And that's really what I want to challenge you to really consider that, because many people go to the grave and never even explore what they were really put here for. They got comfortable on a job, and hey, I'm gonna stay here 30 years and I'm gonna get this job and I'm gonna get this retirement check and all that, this pension, and that's fine. And that's fine if that's how you want to live your life. No problem with that. But I want to talk to the people who really know that there is something greater out there. There's something bigger. There's more for me to do in this world, like in my life, not only just for myself, but to be a blessing to somebody else, to bless somebody else's life. It's this young lady. I'm about to buy some caramel pecan, the Granny Smith caramel pecan apples from. That may be insignificant, but she about to bless my life, because I love those things. I probably don't need to be eating them, but I'm just saying that's insignificant maybe to somebody else, but that's huge for me, and it's something that she enjoys doing. You just gotta find what your secret sauce is and work that thing out. Okay. And like I said, don't chase the money. Don't chase the money, because it ain't about the money. It's good. It's good to have money, all that. Yeah. But don't chase it. Don't let that be your driving force to do something. And one thing about it, as I said before, you ain't got to chase the money, because if you're doing it and doing it well, whatever it is, the money gonna chase you. Okay, the money's gonna chase you down. Also, not only don't seek money, but don't seek the fame. Don't seek the accolades. Don't seek, people's affirmation of you. Don't seek the praise of people. You sitting there, yeah, I'm doing this, and Sister So-and-so or Mr. So-and-so said, ooh, I do good at this. Ooh, I'm so good at this. That's how you get prideful. That's how you get puffed up. When you're seeking affirmation from other people to make you feel like what you're doing is credible, or what you're doing is beneficial, you got to know that within yourself. You got to know that, if my passion is doing hair, it's beneficial regardless of, somebody else recognizing it. Okay. You've got to know that within yourself already, and not seek other people's affirmation of it. So I just want you to really, really consider, this may seem trite or simple, and a huge applause to those of you who are already walking in your purpose, those of you who have already found out and identified what your passion is. But to those of you who are yet still seeking, you may be 35, you may be 45, 50, 60, 70 years old, still trying to figure it out. And that's okay, because if God still has you here living in this earth, that means he still has a purpose for you, and he ain't done with you yet. If you're in your 20s, if you're in your teens even watching this, the sooner you can figure out what your passion is, what you're really excited about, the sooner you can walk into ministry. The sooner. And when I say ministry, every ministry, I ain't talking about church. I ain't talking about all that, okay? I'm talking ministry is any type of delivery that helps other people. That's what ministry is. When you helping other people along the way, when you're being a blessing to other people, that's what ministry is, okay? So don't get caught up in, what I'm saying about ministry, and I'm talking about, being called to preach and all that. I mean, that's cool if that's what your passion is, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about being able to help other people and support other people and be a blessing to other people. That's the type of ministry that I'm talking about. So, figure out what brings you joy, what brings you life, what brings you energy, whether somebody acknowledges it or not. If it's being, if you're a good cook and you just enjoy watching people eat your food, and people happen to say, girl or dude, you can throw down. Maybe that's it. If you're cleaning up, and there are $1 million companies out here for people who go to other people's houses or to their businesses to clean it up because they do an excellent job at it. Don't think just because you're the one who's taking out somebody else's trash, or just because you're vacuuming somebody else's floor, dusting their baseboards and their walls or whatever, or Windexing their windows, that is a job to be belittled, or that's a passion to be belittled. Do you know how many people's houses are junky right now who need your help? How many businesses right now who need a cleanup crew to come sanitize their business because of the coronavirus, or because of other things that bring on that people need disinfected? Don't minimize those things just because it doesn't seem like a glamorous role or a glamorous thing to do. Like I said, if it's styling hair, if it's styling people, their wardrobe, some people really got a knack for that stuff, and you got to start somewhere. If it's home improvement, some of y'all know how to build a whole house, ain't been to nobody's school, okay? But you naturally know how to build houses and put add-ons on stuff. Honey, I can't do none of that. I would love to be able to do my own home improvement, but that's not what I'm gifted and talented or passionate about doing. Writing poetry, organizing people's finances. My sister Kia, she is a guru when it comes to budgets and organizing people and getting them focused and in line on what their purpose and purpose is for their money. How to get out of debt or how to put yourself on a track to be a better investor. I mean, that's what she's able to do. Being able to make people laugh. If being a comedian is what you like to do it. I'm just naming some stuff. If it's fitness or athletics, some of y'all out here on YouTube already, showing people how to do the proper exercises because people aren't able to go to the gym like they used to. If it's music, dancing, teaching, designing, photography, being a creative, caring for people, whether it's little children, whether it's the older populations, whether it's people who are sick, selling cars, selling homes, preaching, politics, y'all, it could go on and on and on of things that you are capable of doing. Just think, but sit with yourself and figure out what that is and lean into that thing, and I'm not going to say that that these things come easily or, overnight you may figure it out, but you may have to play around with a couple things before you completely figure out what your passion truly is. The word says your gift will make room for you. Trust me, I have seen it where people have done things just out of their enjoyment of doing it, and now they found themselves on national platforms because they just started doing something that they enjoyed to do. And people began to acknowledge and recognize it over time. But it wasn't because there was something that they were seeking. They just did what they knew how to do. So just make sure that as you evaluate what that thing is, and it doesn't come without hard work. You may even encounter some opposition, some haters, people who comparing themselves to you, people who being critical of you, all of that comes with the elevation, baby. Get ready, honey. Get ready because you're going to have to shake the haters off, okay? You got to get ready for that because that just comes with elevation. That comes with it. So I just hope and pray that you feel inspired to really consider and think about what are your talents, what are your gifts, what are your passions, and when you identify that, lean into it. It doesn't matter. Get started. Just do it. And somebody is going to recognize it. And if they don't, God, you're doing what God told you to do. You're doing what you feel like you've been led to do. So, but just be like Nike and just do it. So I just pray that this encouraged you on today. Again, thank you for watching. Holy Rollers, y'all are the bomb. I appreciate you. Again, I would not be able to have this channel if I didn't have people just like you who are willing to support, who are willing to watch this channel. So thank you so much. Again, if you want to connect with me, please reach out to me at W.H.O.L.E at gmail.com. Be sure, if you have not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that little bell so you'll know when I'm coming in. I want you to comment. I want you to like, and I want you to share. And so I just appreciate you so very much. On the next episode, we'll be coming down to the last letter of whole, which is E. We're going to talk about eternal perspective. You gotta have an eternal perspective. Again, thank you again for joining me, and I will see you next time. God bless.